Aloha worlds and welcome to another episode of The Queer and the Queen. I am Jacobi, act like you know me, Jones, and today back on the show I have with me Miss Tilly. Welcome back to the show, Miss Tilly.
Thank you. I'm so excited. Honey, just
Is
like herpes, I am back, honey.
So today we are reviewing for you RuPaul's All-Star Drag Race Season 7. Now, this people on this show are all winners. That's the theme.
Yes.
Tell us who they are.
Oh my God. So the girls, honey, the winters are Evie Oddly, Jinx Monsoon, Jada Essence Hall. Let's see, that's three. Shea Coulee, Monet Exchange, The Vivian, Jada Essence Hall, and Raja. There we go. Eight.
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes.
did it.
Now they had
and
another one. Oh,
it was, and the ninth one was Raven, which she got top two twice on season 2 and All Stars 1, but she ain't the winner, so you know.
right. That was like a little
It was
trick
cute.
they played. So
Yeah.
the basis of this episode, this season, is no one's being eliminated. That they get these golden stars in a sense. They get these all-star stars, and that every week someone gets a star, and two people get a star, and then they get to like lip sync for their legacies.
Hello.
Then after that, the person who wins the lip sync gets to basically what's the word I'm looking for? It gets like
the one who wins gets to give the plunger, the golden plunger, to
but
one
it's
of the
like a word
girls
for the
that
block.
will
They get to block
them.
them. Yes, they get to
It'll
block
block them
next
from
week.
getting the star the next week. Exactly.
So in this episode, we're going to review episode 1 and 2 because they came out together. Now, first tell me, what were you initially thinking going into the season? Like, what were you prepared for? Like, with this whole no elimination thing is a shock for one.
Yeah. I was gagged at the no elimination. So I'm like, okay. So one, I thought, okay, so it's gonna be like more friendlier because they're not gonna be so stressed out and nervous. So that's a good thing. But then I was like, okay, so they don't go home. So as the top 4 will be the girls with the most stars at the end. So I was like, oh, okay, well, that gives a little, a little something, something. Right. But I'm gagged. These are all winners. These are fierce bitches. And I knew would be fierce. And clearly we see what they got to bring. Oh, you got your nails done. Okay, excuse me. Excuse me, black and white. Come on.
Yeah,
checkerboard.
You can't see it, but it's actually navy blue. I just actually redid it this morning.
Me.
It was white and black, but then I changed it to navy blue today because some other stuff I got going on to match this outfit. But okay, so let's get into these costumes. Episode 1, they had to do basically like catwalk thing with Naomi Campbell as their judging their walk. What did you think about that? I being like, you know, we all minorities here, me and you, and I saw Naomi come out and I wanted to cry for them because I was just like, I can only imagine how they feel.
I know. I mean, when she came out there walking that walk that she walked so fiercely, I was gagged. She looks so damn good. And I cannot imagine how it feels to see her in person, all that beauty. Oh yeah, I was like, oh my God. And I thought she was gonna be like the judge, you know. Yeah, she was just there for a cute little taste.
Right. So the theme of the runway was the crowning. What did you think of these outfits? I'm gonna tell you right now. Shay came out with that big ass. As soon as she walked,
the braided
out,
little updo,
I was just like, oh my God, oh my, the prosthetic ears. I was just like, bitch.
Next level. Listen, Trinity with the velvety long
blue
train.
Hated it. Oh my God, I hated it. I hated
crazy.
It. I hated it.
No.
But you know what? Okay. You know what? I didn't hate the dress more than I didn't care for the dress that much, but I did not like the molasses slow walk. Like, bitch, don't make something that you can't walk in. Like she could barely move in it. And it's just like, okay.
Yes, that's what Ruth said.
I wasn't,
but it's not about her barely moving. It's what she's giving, and the look was giving. She was royal. She was a winner. Evie Oddly was another one. The whole melted crayon thing. It's so different.
Loved
I
it.
live for stuff like that. That's why I love me some Evie Oddly. She's
loved
always
it.
something different.
You know what? Because I didn't really remember Evie, but when he came up on the screen, I was like, I not remember you from somewhere, and I said the season, so I looked up some stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, and then y'all are like you and Evie are just like you enjoy being this eccentric, dark comedy, oddly differently person, like, bold and bodacious and beautiful at the same time, as well as him. And I was watching, I was just like, this is so Carlos. This is so, like, I bet you he loves this. I bet you he loves him some Evie Oddly. And I could just see it because y'all are very much, y'all, the wacky faces, the expressions, like you two are very similar. But all that does is show you that expression of comedy and personality is winning.
It's a thing.
So
all you haters on my TikTok,
it's a thing. Yeah.
Okay, but who are your top 2 looks from that first runway?
From the crowning? It would definitely be Shay and Evie Oddly. Shay Kool-Aid and Evie Oddly. When that crayon walked out, I was just like, oh, so it was just so different. The windbreaker outfit. Outfit.
With the 10.
That was dope.
Okay.
That was dope. That was totally dope. What about you? What are your top 2?
I would say Shay as well. Like, Shay's just everything with that braided updo and Evie for sure. But Trinity was really good too. That velvet was something spectacular. Oh, but Evie, agree. If I had to pick any of them, it'd be Evie for number 1 for sure. I loved it.
Yeah, I like Evie just because I appreciate someone who doesn't let the mainstream concepts stop them from expressing themselves. And I always say I believe you should be able to do and say and be whoever you want to, as long as it does not harm you or anyone else. The winners of the top 2 goes down to Shay and Monet, and they do a lip sync to like some old school old McDonald's
by Gerald Fitzgerald, something like that.
It wasn't Ella Fitzgerald. It was Ella Fitzgerald.
Ella Fitzgerald. I don't know who her is a lot.
Wow.
Excuse me. Sorry.
You don't know who Ella Fitzgerald is. You not black. See, and you say you black, but you not black. Because
my daddy is black. I'm black, bitch.
Ella Fitzgerald is the scat jazz originator.
She's a scatter.
Like seriously, I am blackly blown away right now that you do not know who Ella Fitzgerald is. Bitch, you not young, okay? Like, how do you not know?
I'm 31,
bitch,
honey.
You not, and I said, bitch, you not young. How do you not
how
know
old are you?
Who? I'm 37, bitch, you not young. How do you not know who Ella 40. Fitzgerald is? Ella Fitzgerald.
Well, I was born in the 90s. Sorry.
There you go. They did Ella Fitzgerald. Now, while I was watching, Shay was doing a very, very authentic, appropriate job to the era, to the moment, to the kind of music that it was. And Monet was just being comedic. And I was watching, I was just like, Shay has got it for me. Shay has got it for me. I hope she wins. Long story short, she was the winner. And she gave, was it Trinity?
She gave Trinity the plunger.
She gave Trinity
Mind
the plunger.
You, they were both from the same season.
Right. And she gave Trinity the plunger, which means now Trinity cannot receive a star. She can still compete and win the money for the lip sync, but they can't get the star. And that's how they are going to get to winning. Whoever has the most stars towards the end.
At the end.
That's
we'll be the top winning. 4.
So yeah, that was a very gagging first episode, and I'm so happy that they released 2 episodes at one time. So now episode 2 came out. And they move forward. Everything's going good. And the snatch game. When I tell you that was the first like moment of this show, hilarious. It was so funny. Who is your favorite character that they portray? So wait, so let's tell you. So in the Snatch Game, they basically, portrayed two different characters. But this was the first time I believe they did two, right? This is the first time they did two.
That they all did two. There's been contestants that have done two in the past.
Okay, but not the whole panel.
Yeah, but not the whole panel. So
this is the first time the whole panel did two. What did you think? What were your favorites?
Oh my God. Freaking whatchamacallit. Not Martin Lawrence. Martin was cute. Tyson. Shanae was cute. Tyson was so funny. Tyson,
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, sorry. Mike Tyson was so funny. The list, the gap, everything. Oh my God. Jinx as Judy Garland.
That was like the shit.
And
I'm like, that was really him singing.
Right. Yeah, he's a theater. He's a theater kid.
Amazing.
Jinx won his season Snatch Game and won the season, obviously, because he is so fierce. And now you see the bitch is beyond. Oh my God. Yeah, Judy was just fabulous. So yeah.
I that slipped my mind for a minute, but I do think that the Judy Garland impersonation was like next level. Like I thought Judy Garland was there, minus the hair. The wig should have been black. You know what I mean? Like,
no, Judy's hair was not black. It was dark, but not black. She didn't have black hair.
It was kind of reddish for me.
You don't know Judy.
I do know Judy Garland, but I'm just saying the hair was kind of bitch. First of all, you don't know Ella Fitzgerald, okay? So we're not about to go there.
Okay, but I know something that you don't know.
You know the white people.
To tell, yeah,
but I really the wig just felt like it wasn't dark enough for me. It wasn't dark enough for me. Like when Judy Garland played Wizard of Oz, her hair was like an auburny red color. Everyday hair to me it just didn't feel that great, but.
Which is fine. The impersonation.
It was just the wig, though. The impersonation was next level.
Listen,
all the way next.
They
level.
were all I will say, next level.
No, they weren't. The weakest one was the Prince impersonation by Jada. That was trash. Absolute.
But it was still funny because he was going back and forth.
Now, what I will say is, I think I heard them say Jada and Shay are both Milwaukee girls. I grew up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin before I moved to Honolulu when I was 19. So I was just like, oh shit, it's the Milwaukee girls. But I think that's what I heard them say. They were both from Milwaukee.
They're not both from the same place. They're both from the same area.
Okay.
That's what it was.
But regardless of all that Prince impersonation, hated it.
I mean, it was the weakest one of the bunch, but it wasn't like it was a weak character.
The outfit was
funny.
The outfit was perfection, but
he looked good.
But I like Jada. I just wasn't there for that. Now the Boogeyman with Evie, I thought that was funny. I thought Raja's impersonation of that older lady on the second one, that was funny and on.
The older lady.
I also like what's his name?
What about
Shay's impersonation of the TikTok girl? The one who like always eating potato chips. I can't think of her name, but she's a TikTok person and Shay impersonated her. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was not Shay. That was Evie Oddly as the TikTok girl with the tongue sticking out.
No, Shay impersonated this black girl who is on
TikTok.
Oh,
that one. Okay, sorry. Sorry. You're right. I mean, that was whatever. Trinity, the devil. I mean, come on.
That was good. That was
good.
The
devil was gay as hell, and you know
that was good. That was good. That was really good. I enjoyed that one too. Yeah.
He said Lucifer, but you can call me Lucy. I was like, okay, I love it.
But so on a quick futuristic note, I think I know what you're gonna say, but if you had to pick one to win totally like future, like last episode, the winner, who do you want it to be?
Oh, Evie, for sure.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Evie or Jinx. Which I've heard some things, but I'm not gonna spill no tea.
I'm torn, honestly, talent wise. I'm torn between Evie and Jinx. Now, like outside of just inner body talent and like artistic talent, well, like inner body talent, like the comedy, the impersonations, Jinx and Evie. But then also Shay has not let me down when it's come to costumes yet. Like they actually all are very good when it comes to like, creating a look and an image. But Shay,
they have to be.
Shay has just been on it for me so far. Okay, so in episode 2, the Snatch Game, the theme was pleather. What did you think?
Ooh, Monet's pleather. First of all, I have to say, sorry if this sounds like I'm, in preschool, but everybody served the hell out of those looks. Shay, I'm sorry, not Shay. Monet with that pleather and the abs. That was Monet, right?
Yep.
Okay. I thought that was fierce.
I did too.
That was fierce as hell.
So, like, real quick too. So, in the first episode, Cameron Diaz was the guest judge. Who is that lady in the second episode? I know, right? I was like, who is this old bitch? Like, I don't know.
I didn't know her. I don't remember her. I don't know her name. I'm innocent.
Me too. So she reminded me of somebody who was like the editor for Vogue or something like that one day, or Bazaar or something like that. But anywho, so the pleather theme. Monet was your favorite?
Monet and Jinx. Jinx did the whole Antoinette kind of pleather thing, which is her style. She's so fierce. She won season 5, so it's been a minute, and she came back to fucking slay. Her and Monet were fierce. And Evie is just my favorite.
Jinx was she in the all white?
No, the colorful. I think it was like pink and yellow. It's the Antoinette with the big old butt, with the big backside.
Oh, yeah.
You want to take
there was one. There was one. No, there was one. My favorite pleather look, I would have to say, would have been, what's the British one's name?
The Vivian.
I think that was who it was. Because it was like a white outfit with like cut like cloth looking, and they had like
with the shoes
with those wrapped. Yes, I love that one. That was the one I love, the white out with the shoes. Have you met Evie?
I've met I met Evie. I met a couple of them. I met Monet, I met Evie, I met Trinity, I met Raja, I met Shea Coulee, and
where'd you meet them?
That's it. I worked for somebody.
Right.
One of the girls. Right. We won't mention that name.
So the real question is, when will Miss Tilly be trying out for Drag Race one of these years?
RuPaul's Drag Race season 46.
46.
Me, that's when I'll be 46, honey. I'll still be young and tight and all the good stuff. No, I would love to be on there, but I always say that I want to win Big Brother first so I can have the coins to get the drag to win Drag Race. Because that's part of it. You got to look good.
I support your theme. I support your message. I also will say, do not sell yourself short just because everything doesn't go the way it was planned.
Well, listen, honey, I'm not going to sell myself short, and I'm not going to sell myself for cheap. It's very expensive to look this cheap. And until I'm on TV, you guys can catch me on TikTok at the Miss Tilly.
This is true. Miss Tilly's TikTok is back in effect, ripping and rolling. I seen your numbers growing up. This girl has gone from like 1,000 followers to close to 10,000 followers in like 30 days. So keep up the good work. I love the comedy.
Yes.
What do you want to predict for episode 3?
Oh, I want something like outside. We have not seen an episode where the queens are outside since season 4. I want to see them outside doing some type of thrift store shopping like they've done before, but elevated.
You make a very good
something
point.
Outside.
Yeah, very true. I didn't think about that.
What do you want to see?
I want to see more skin, but that's just the freaking me.
Wait, when they're in drag, or because Evie Oddly was fully naked, she was showing a lot of skin.
And I enjoy every second of it. I did. I enjoy every second of it.
From what I'm told,
but you know
it's
honey. What'd you say? Is it? I mean, I'm I'm okay with anteaters.
Me too. look under my dress.
You so in episode 2, the 2 top winners from the runway of pleather theme comes down to Jinx and Trinity, right? And
of course,
I really truly thought that from the lip sync I was watching, and I was like, okay, Trinity got this. Like, it was Rumor Has It by Adele, and I was thinking Trinity got this. Like, Jinx Moose Monsoon, who I think is hilarious, was not bringing it as much as Trinity was. But to my surprise, Trinity lost, and Rue crowned Jinx Monsoon as the winner. So Jinx walks back and forth, and she ends up giving the plunger to whom?
Child, she ends up giving the plunger to get revenge for Trinity, which she gave it to Shay. And Trinity was gagged. She was like, ha! What did she say? She's like, payback or some shit. She said from like that.
Which I guess you're right. Strategy.
It's all strategy, because ain't nobody going home. So you gotta, strategically have to figure out something to win, honey. So we're still gonna get the cattiness because you still have to give the girl the plunger, and that's gonna make her mad.
Do you see how they like? Who is it? It's Monet, and who is the other person? I think it was Trinity, or they were like, let's do an alliance.
Oh, Monet and Trinity, because they're the only ones who won together.
Right.
They're double crowning, but they won $100,000 each. Which we talk about $200,000 these bitches are getting this time around? Bitch, even after taxes, that's still like probably 150, 125. That's a lot of money.
Somewhere around there, right? And then the clip from next week, they gonna bring Jinx Monsoon in and be like, do you want to join an alliance with us? And Jinx is like, it sounds like a good idea, but, and then it like cut off. So you never know what's going to happen in reality. I mean, I don't know. But next week, what I will tell you is I'm going to figure out a way to get these photographs, and I'm going to fuck around with this Paramount Plus thing and figure out how to get these pictures so we can give a real, true, full, authentic breakdown.
Give a look, honey. Give a look.
Give our reviews on these looks, because you should hear the cattiness that goes in our brains while we watching these shows. So I can only imagine what you're thinking, because I'll be just picking shit apart in my head. So we will bring you that comedy and that segment next week. Thank you, Carlos, Miss Tilly, the one and only. Actually, you know what's that you used to say?
Miss Tilly, the one and only. If you find another one, then she's a phony.
That's right. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
You guys go follow Miss Tilly. I'll have everything linked here on the screen for you. You can go follow me. You can also follow the Queer and the Queen. Thank you for watching. And as we always say, don't forget to smile.